up, guys? Purple Lotus Samsara here, and I'm back at home. Beautiful backdrop of Mauna Kea. It's a nice day. Bayfront Hilo, Hawaii. Making a little bit more videos. Been back in Hawaii about maybe 2 weeks now. I was sick for about a week, so getting my stuff in order again at home. Started to get back to training. Started to make more videos, things like that. Getting the podcast going. Working out the kinks. We did a couple of trial runs already. It's gonna be on purplelotus.podbean.com. purplelotus.podbean.com. Always the cause: child sponsorship, ending homelessness, world hunger. Got a ton of subjects coming up soon. Some guests coming up with the podcast. Gonna be making some local videos until the next episode in India. Gonna keep everything posted whenever that's gonna happen. Nothing right now, just kind of enjoying being at home. My son just had a baby. My other son's gonna graduate high school. Summertime coming up. I'm gonna find out whatever videos that I can make here in beautiful Hawaii. So today gonna make something quick here, and basically this is the bayfront area of Hilo, and it's a really nice day. Today's a Friday and it's early still. It's like 7:30 in the morning. So here, these are like the canoes. There's a canoe club. This one here, this is the Kamehameha Canoe Club, and they have several canoe clubs hosting all kinds of events. Even though I've lived here pretty much all of my life, I've never was in that culture. You can see people out here practicing, or it's just recreation. It's a sport, especially on a day like this. Cruise ship, I think the Pride of America, or they have two of them, Norwegian Cruise Lines, I think that's it. The ones that come here, you can see way out here by the break wall. This wall that was built, I think like in the 40s, is the break wall, which is designed to withstand a tidal wave, or what they call it in Hawaii, a tsunami. From the Japanese influence, we use that word. It's meant to like break up the wave if ever that would happen. So this beach here, you can see a lot of the canoes for all of the respecting clubs. All of those little buildings and stuff is where they meet on the weekends. They have all kinds of events. I forget what the season is here, but yeah, I never was in that culture, because it is a culture. Definitely there's a huge following here for people who do the canoe clubs, canoe paddling, which is good because we're in Hawaii. It's a native thing. So you see that Mauna Kea mountain in the back there with the observatories on the little white little dots. Probably it appears in the camera. Those are the observatories. There's no snow right now. So this is the bayfront area of Hilo, Hawaii. So you don't see people swimming too much here. When I was growing up here as a kid, we would come down on this side, but my mom would always tell us not to swim, and you don't see people. It carries on. People don't necessarily come here to take your kids swimming, but like these guys that are canoe paddling, I mean, if you fall in, it's safe. I mean, I don't know what the whole thing behind is, the no swimming, because people would swim on the other side. Yeah, that's on the other side. Here is a Suisan fish market that's been around, I think, nearly 80 years or something like that. So these cruise ships that are out there, what is today? Today's Friday. Well, I guess it's Friday. I know it's Tuesday. Probably Friday. I don't know the exact schedule because I think they got 2 different ones that come in. That's a huge thing because oh well, that right there, that building there is Coconut Island. So there's a bridge connecting, and if you can see behind there, maybe we'll make something later. That's the little hotels and stuff that that bridge connects to, a little parking lot that is kind of like on this row of hotels. So that Coconut Island building you see out there, those coconut trees, that building is just like a little pavilion that you can rent out, you know, for a party. I actually had my son and my wife's niece's graduation potluck there. You can rent it out from the county for like 25 bucks or something like that for the whole day. So right behind these coconut trees is a street that leads into downtown Hilo. For people maybe watching in North America or people watching in India, Jai Hind, Bharat. This is what it is. There's a lot of people that come off of this cruise ship that are, there's like packs of people that are Indian or a lot of Spanish people. So it's popular, which leads down to this farmer's market behind here. We're not gonna walk to this farmer's market, but we can walk a little bit more this way. So this is really nice. That's the Bayshore Tower, like apartment building, that white building, which is kind of a expensive place to rent out, especially if it's facing the ocean. And this, what you can see here, this is the Hamakua coastline and going into the Mauna Kea. This is just downtown Hilo. Those white buildings down there is this downtown Hilo area. It's really small. The singing bridge is what they call it. It makes a sound when you drive over it, if you can see all the way down there. And then it leads into the Hamakua coast, which you can go all the way around the island. So it's quiet now, you know, compared to all of the deli horns and things like that. It's pretty quiet, and you know, it's good to be here. I thought, you know, I came into town to do some errands and stuff, and then I said, oh, you know, maybe we can get Bayfront. It was a nice, you know, it's a nice day, and I had the camera charged in the car, and I haven't been making videos. So I got a lot of stuff planned, like I was mentioning with the podcast, or you know, things like that. Had to recover, you know, traveling, especially with all the air and teaching and exposing myself to some of the viruses or things that may lurk when I, you know, go into the slum areas or not so healthy areas. Not necessarily slum areas, but just breathing in the more of the toxins with the cars and things like that. You know, it takes your immune system kind of takes a blow. You know, it's a change of diet also. Yeah, so it's kind of taking some time off and make some videos for you people who want to see my videos. The Purple Lotus. So let's get more of this coastline. Yeah, some of the guys here from the canoe club. Oh, I think there was the ones that just came in from the water. They're washing down the canoe and putting it back and stuff. So I walk out a little bit to the road so you can see when I sit behind this road. Oh, how's it? What it leads to downtown Hilo. In case anybody wants to come to downtown Hilo, they can say, hey, you know, eventually going to make a video of downtown Hilo, walk through and showcase some of the shops and stuff. So here it is. Here's the road coming up soon. Yeah, people come out here too to do walking, like you see this lady here, or they come to do jogging. I myself use this place to go jogging. Yeah, see here where those cars are going. They're going to downtown. You can see that green sign. Going to Downtown Hilo, which is just a small town with some shops. Not gonna walk all the way down there right now. So it's basically shops, small shops, no big shops in Downtown Hilo. There's a farmer's market, made a video of that. A couple of restaurants, 2 grocery stores, gas stations, just some small shops. We'll make a video about that later. So this is the Bayfront, Hilo Bayfront, if you Google, which is obviously right next to Downtown Hilo and about 2 miles from the Hilo airport. And in the other direction here, they have Banyan Drive, which is that little row of hotels and beachfront access, and the Kilkaha area, which is the beach routes. There's about maybe 5 or 6 places along 4 miles. 4 miles is the name of one of them. 4 or 5 miles of, a couple miles of roadway, and you can just dip off to the left side to choose your spot where you want to swim. Different beaches. We will make a video about that later. So we get some of the coast on this nice day. This is a very nice day, and it's very quiet. Let's wipe this screen real quick. Nice day in Hawaii. See the sun. Mountain backdrop. Maybe one day we're gonna get one in India going to the beach. On the last trip I was gonna go to Goa, and it was like 3,000 rupees for a plane ticket, which is like 40 bucks. It's ridiculous to go film the beach for a day, but my schedule was so swamped and I was just so drained from doing what I was doing that I just didn't want to deal with going to the airport and all that stuff. Even if it was within India, you know, it would have been just too much, so I decided not to. So the cruise ship's basically gonna be in about an hour. That's a floating coconut. I thought it was a turtle. Yeah, let's just go walk back down this way. Nice coconut trees. Right along this beach line. You can go running and stuff early in the morning with the headphones on a day like this, listening to whatever you listen to when you go running. So I gotta get back into doing all that stuff. Like from the first week coming back from India, I gotta get rid of this coffee. Like I didn't want to leave it on the beach because you can't be a hypocrite, right? About littering. Where's the oh, there's a trash bin right there. Dustbin, like they say in India. Like literally sick for a week. Like I'm still waking up super early in the morning. Some of the county workers, one of the county workers there maintaining the yard. So here we go. Can get back to the beach. This guy here, he picks up all the recyclables every day, like for years. Like he looks in all these bins for all the recyclables. He's a nice guy. See, I literally down for like a week, like it is trashed, spitting up all this, like from the air and all the toxins and all that. Like I just didn't feel good. Just started to get back into training. Got some jiu-jitsu mats now at my house, along with my podcasting stuff. Still working out the kinks. Had some friends over doing some jiu-jitsu. So today I think I'm gonna go back to resume my jiu-jitsu schedule. See, this guy's here, he's enjoying a nice run along the beach. On the beach in Hawaii. Like Ziggy Marley's song, right? So let's get back onto the shoreline. Everybody wants to see shoreline. Even though this is just a normal beach, like a front, you know, like the Bayfront. You're not gonna see people out here tanning. Like, it's not a beach, but this is shoreline access. And it's still beautiful. Hey, you look at it this way. With the cruise ship coming in, and the Mauna Kea, the coconut trees. This is things that people take for granted living here your whole life. Like just this simple beach, because when you cruise around in a city like Delhi or super busy, or you go to a super busy place like Shanghai or places like that, it's like it's ridiculous how much people and how much noise there is. It's like you come here and there's minimal noise. Like the noise is what people create, obviously, right? But it's just like, it's not, you know, like where we were staying, you know, and I was staying in India this last time. It was at bell, bing, 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 the Krishna temple every morning. And I was like, okay, you know, I can respect that. I get up, 5 o'clock, time to get up anyway. Get some coffee, do some research, read the news, whatever. And then it was, and then as the day gradually goes on, the horns are just massive. Then you hear cows and people and industrial stuff and, you know, buses and things like that. So here it's like you don't hear horns too much. You hear people. You can hear nature more than anything. You know, you hear the waves, you hear birds, you hear the ship now coming in. So you can catch that. So once they dock, which is down this way on that beach place I was talking about, with all those beach places, the harbor, they come off and, you know, there's all the tour vans and the taxis and all that stuff. It's not like you would see in a foreign country where there's thousands of them. You know, they got to be regulated, you know, tour companies and whatnot to pick up these people off of the boat. So they'll flood like the Walmarts. Tomorrow the Hilo Farmers Market will be going on Saturday, so they're gonna flood the farmers market. They usually come in today, Friday, until like Sunday, and then the ship will leave again and they come back like on a Tuesday. A different one will come back on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Here's this little boat and it goes in here and then it goes underneath. There's like another small little harbor that's kind of like a semi-retired harbor by this fish market here. We can do one of that later. The Queen Liliuokalani Park, which is famous for photography, like little wedding stuff. Like, I was thinking, what am I gonna do, right? What am I gonna do by making? I make so many in Delhi. I made some in Calcutta a long time ago. Like, don't really travel to other countries. So a lot of canoes here. Well, it goes all the way down, like we saw. We were walking along this shoreline. So people bring their dogs. And downtown this way is, yeah, the fish market, and then the beach access road is maybe 2 miles that way, and then the airport is maybe 2.5 miles that way, and then this way it goes into some residential areas, and then across town there's like some retail places like Walmart, Target, and all that. We can probably get to that. So my point being right now is I was thinking, what am I going to be doing, because I can't afford to do all of this tourist stuff, like, you know, paying to go. Like, we can probably go to YPO Valley. I'll make one there and rent like a Jeep or something, rent like a 4x4, because a lot of them you got to go up to Mauna Kea, up to the mountain when it's snowing. I wouldn't mind paying for that too to make a great video, but I try to get some stuff so other people can see it in this little town, because I made a few already a couple years ago, and that was just with my phone. So I think I'll just make some more. Well, this was Hilo Bayfront, Purple Lotus Samsara, updating you guys. Tell your friends about the video, and it's always about child sponsorship. It's always about world hunger. It's always about paying it forward. It's not just putting it at the end of the video that says like you know what I mean, like pay it forward, feed a child. Like, it's not gonna come off. It's not a catchphrase. That's what it is. I tell my friends about it too, like what you can do, you know, what you can do about it. I'm gonna post way more educational videos via like this, or some that I'm gonna make on I'm gonna edit into like statistic type videos, so things of that nature. Like my phone's right now. Anyway, so Purple Lotus .podbean.com. Tell your friends, subscribe. Thanks for watching. My phone. Purple Lotus out.